Assalamu alaikum. So today we will be talking about the basic concepts of designing a column. Okay, before going for any type of design, you will have to go for some values or some terms that you do need to keep in your mind. Or this is you can call the design sense of any designer. Okay, so the today's topic is important because column is very much important member of any structural frame. So we will be talking about the basic rules of columns design. Okay, so let's start. The rule number are you so it's the topic, the 10 basic rules of column design. Okay, so the rule number first for designing a column is choosing the shape of any column. Okay, this is the rule number first. Like we have 3 or 4 different types of columns that we can use: the circular column, the rectangular column, the square column, or the triangular column. Even in some cases we use triangular column, but that is very much rare and not used normally. So you can say that we have 3 basic types: the circular, the rectangular, and the square column. Okay, so the first thing is, when are we going to use the circular column? Okay, so circular column is actually if we have same size of columns, the rectangular, the square, and the circular, and they have almost same size, then the circular is the more strengthened column. The reason is, in circular column we have more steel, and that is why its strength is more than these two. So the first thing is, if you do need high strength column, then you will have to go for circular column. Okay, the number second, why we will be choosing the square column? If the load applied from the top is on the center of the column, like let's suppose this is a beam, okay, and this is a column, and load from all the sides is same and eccentric on the center. So axial, we call it axial force, sorry. So if the load is exactly on the center of the column, then you will have to go for square column. Okay, so that is the basic rule. And if the load is on any side, like load is here, okay, so you will have to go for rectangular column instead of square or circular column. So this was the rule number first, choosing the shape of any column during column design process. The second rule is the minimum size of column. Okay, sorry, number first was shape, the number second is minimum size. In case of rectangular square column, you will have to use a minimum size of 9 inches multiplied by 9 inches, which is equal to 225 millimeter multiplied by 225 millimeter. So this is the minimum size that you can allow to be used in any type of construction whenever you are designing column. Okay, you can use less size than this, but that won't take your main structural loads. Okay, that can be used like for design purpose or those types, but that is not going to be the main structural frame member. Okay, so if you are using column is the main structural member, then its minimum size shall be 9 inches multiplied by 9 inches, which is equal to 225 millimeter multiplied by 225 millimeter. Okay, this was the second point, the minimum size. The rule number third is, if your column is going to be designed for more than one story, then there we will be needing the lap zone. Okay, lapping is actually connecting these two columns. Like if one column is coming from the bottom floor, another column is going to be built at another floor, then you'll be needing this lap. So the rule number third is about lapping. Okay, so the minimum value of lapping column is 47D, which means 47 times the diameter of the bar, the main bar, will be the minimum lapping zone in any column. This can be increased, but this is the minimum value. The minimum value will be 47 diameter of the bar. Okay, the rule number 4 is about the minimum number of bars that will be used in any type of column. Okay, so as I said, there we have 3 basic types: rectangular, the square, and the circular. So in rectangular and in square, the minimum number of bars, the minimum number of main bars will be 4 here. Okay, the minimum number of main bars in rectangular or square column is 4, while in circular column the minimum number of main bars is 6. Okay, so as I previously said, that the strength of circular column of same size will be more than rectangular and square. The reason is because we will be using more number of bars in circular column than square and rectangular. The rule number 5 is the minimum size of bars will be number 4, okay, which is equal to 12 mm. Okay, so this is the minimum bar size that you can use as main bars. Okay, main bar, the longitudinal bars, the minimum size of main bar shall be 12 millimeter. Okay, this was the rule number 5 for the design of columns. Okay, now for going to rule number 6, the minimum size of bars for ties, which are also known as rings or shear reinforcement. So the minimum bar is number 3, which is equal to 8 millimeter. Okay, so this is the minimum bar size that you can use in any type of column during the design purpose. These are the basic assumptions. Okay, number 7 is the area of steel. Okay, if you are inspecting any column, then the basic assumption for its right or wrong is the minimum area will be not less than 0.8% and the maximum area shall not be more than 6%. This is actually now 8%, but for most economical structure it must not be more than 6%, and if it is more than 6% you will have to redesign that column. Okay, so this was the rule number 7, the minimum and maximum area of steel. And the rule number 8 and the last one is which type of concrete shall be assumed to be used in any type of column. The basic, that will be M20, which is equal to 20 Newton per millimeter square. This shall be assumed to be used in any type of column design whenever you are designing any type of column for high-rise building or for small houses. Okay, so these were some of the basic column design rules. These are 8. I wanted to write it 10, but actually I made this as 1, so you can say 8 basic rules of designing up columns. Okay, so these were the basic concepts about designing a column. If you have any question or any experience regarding this, don't forget to share it in comment section. Thank you very much, and we'll be meeting in any other video. Allah Hafiz.